every day write out a prescription for tomorrow's health. I want to ask you, what prescription did you write out today for your health tomorrow?
For everyone watching this, after we have this event, if you're watching the recording, I want to welcome you. And for all of you that have come out today to find out more about eliminating allergies, we're going to be talking about what allergies are, what allergies are not, in other words, what are sensitivities, some natural ways each and every one of you can help yourself avoid creating allergies in your life and ways to overcome allergies. So let's get going. So let's talk about what is an allergy and what is a sensitivity. For those of you viewing this after this open workshop here, I want to invite you to write comments below this video. I will be checking them. And for you here in the room, just raise your hand and I'll have to repeat your question and we'll get it on the video. How's that sound? What is an allergy and what is a sensitivity? I'm not going to give you a lot of that mucky muck Western medicine talk. That's not what you came here for today, is it? No, you're here because you want to understand if you're having an allergy or if it's simply a sensitivity. So, and yeah, this applies to your kids as well. So for you at home, what we're talking about will apply to your other family members and to yourself. So it applies to everybody. It's not gender specific or age specific. An allergy is something like when you're allergic to shellfish, and peanuts. Peanuts is another one. And a sensitivity is something like hay fever. Now, I know you have hay fever, and it's the runny eyes, the runny nose, those sort of things, and you're sensitive to something. That something could be food you ate, or it could be external things. Let's take a moment and look in the little notebook that each of you got. If you're here in person, they've got a little notebook, and I'll try and make that available as a PDF to all of you online. But let's look in that and let's look at some of the notes here. I'm going to read what hay fever is versus an allergy. Okay, so let's start with that, and this is out of the notebook. Hay fever is when like pollens or something is released, and pollens are like the dust, let's say, or the dander of grasses and flowers and trees. And this is what causes those external things. But do we ever have allergies or sensitivities, if we're being more correct, that affect us in other ways, like bloating, and gas, and we just feel heavy? That heavy, gross feeling. And you may be feeling that. Those are a different kind of allergy. And sometimes they're caused by food. And sometimes it's a combination of our food and, yes, our environment or the world around us. And dust and stuff like the pollens in our homes. So any of these can be sensitivities. So when we're talking about allergy elimination, one of our goals is really to bring balance to the body and even out these sensitivities. Because let's step back a moment and talk about an allergy. Now, if you're allergic to peanuts like you are, do you really want to take the chance that allergy elimination treatments are curing you forever of that allergy, and that you'll be able to eat foods with peanuts in them forever? I don't know about you, but that's not a risk I want to take. So I would stay in avoidance, even if I get treatment for it and it shows that I no longer have the allergy. With allergy elimination, it's really about eliminating sensitivities, about letting you enjoy the outside world. Yeah, and eat those foods you like. Corn, yep, a lot of people are allergic to corn and don't even pick up on it. So a little bit about a natural remedy from olden times. You know, it was honeycomb. People would chew on honeycomb, and that would help relieve their natural outdoor hay fever-like allergens. Now, most of us heard about this, that if you eat honey in your location that's cultivated where you're at, it can help your allergies. I had one client who lived in southern Colorado who got honey from northern Colorado. Is that the same area? Right, it's not. You have to understand bees travel about 20 miles is all. Here in downtown Denver, they actually have beehives on some of the high-rise buildings or tops of hotels. One in particular is the Brown Palace, and this is so they can cultivate flowers in downtown Denver and provide great honey to their customers. So beehives need to be in the environment you're in, don't they? So you really, when we say local, if you're not getting results with honey, go more local than you are going. And it's the honeycomb, not necessarily the honey. What are some other remedies we can utilize for allergies? Now, we're just talking about teas and essential oils to begin with, right? Right. These three remedies can be very helpful at home, along with the allergy elimination treatments that we're doing here. For all of you viewing, what we're talking about is the utilization of three home remedies. Elderberry flower tea is great, and this is an old-time type of tea or syrup that you can take. Some herbal stores will carry the elderberry syrup. You can make tea if you can't get the syrup. And another great one is a garlic kind of broth, or garlic tablets will help fight off hay fever or sensitivities, and it'll help promote that healing while you're doing your allergy elimination treatments with acupuncture or acupressure here in the practice. Right. What this person is talking about is the cloves, and in Russia, one of the most popular remedies is to use cloves. So they'll make cloves. I particularly love cloves, and I grind them up and put it in my morning tea every morning. Gives that kind of spicy flavor, and it clears the sinuses. It helps bring out mucus and such things as we get when we have things like allergens or sensitivities to our environment. And you can add to your mixture with the garlic and even cloves a little bit of cabbage and make a broth and sip this if you're having asthma. And it's very helpful for many people. My dad had asthma, as many of you know. Yeah. And with that, natural remedies were something that we would try often. Next question. Chinese herbal formulas for sinusitis, allergies, things that affect the respiratory system. And we're talking about Aster C. Aster C is something a lot of people pick up at the health food store and will take. And will it help? Yes, it'll help. Is it the best thing to utilize? I think if you're doing allergy elimination, you can have much faster, much longer lasting results, years in fact, without allergies, and even a lifetime if you utilize maintenance visits. Yeah, a maintenance visit, for the replay, is coming in at the change of each and every season for a visit to make sure you're body is tuned up, that your allergies are, in balance with your body, and that they're not going to create a problem for you. So the remedy that I would recommend or prescribe if you're coming here in the office is in your book, and it's the Xanthium Relieve the Surface, and that's really great over Aster C or anything like that. Well, as you can see in the book, it has a lot of flowers. You're talking about xanthium, chrysanthemum, and we have a number of other things in here. This formula, I wouldn't give it to a child unless it's made in a pediatric dose, right? This formula doesn't cause drowsiness, and it takes effect in about 10 minutes. So it's very fast, and you don't have the side effects you do with drugs, Western drugs. That's right. Oh yeah, and you can use it in the beginning when you're doing your allergy elimination treatments here in the office. You bet. I think homeopathy is really kind of fun. It's something all of you watching this replay and those of you sitting here with me today can do at home easily, just like we did with the Chinese herbal remedies. And before that, we talked a little bit about aromatherapy and some other natural things like garlic and stuff. This is probably one of my favorite homeopathics, and it's Sorium. P-S-O-R-I-N-U-N, and all of you here know I have trouble saying it, but I picked this remedy, as we call a homeopathic for those watching, to include in this mini course here, because I think a lot of people have the makeup of this homeopathic. It's also when you have some skin problems like sebaceous cysts. This is very helpful. So skin conditions that go along with allergies, and the nature of the person can be somewhat nervous, fearful, anxiety, definitely anxiety. And so Sorium is perfect for this. What dose would I use it in if we're treating allergies? We're going to go with something like a low dose, below a 30C. And we might do it like a 12C or 30C, anywhere from 2 to 3 times a day to help clear up the skin and the hay fever or allergy-like symptoms. We're using the word allergy as we've all agreed here, and I hope you're agreeing on, if you're watching the replay, to talk about our sensitivities, not the real allergy, like something that if you ate it, it would kill you if you didn't have an EpiPen. So remember, the word allergy in this setting is interchangeable with sensitivities, either internally or externally. Yeah, there are a lot of things about Sorium that it does for the digestion. This remedy, when we're talking digestive, is for that individual who's always hungry, but you want to try and make sure the other problems are there as well. And yes, it works with asthma quite well. This remedy can be a constitutional remedy, but you can take it in these low doses. The French actually go down as low as 6C and take it 3 to 4 times a day. And for some people, that's very effective. I don't work with children any longer, so check with your pediatric natural doctor. This remedy in a low dose can be used on children. Effectively, yes, effectively. Well, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today. And for those of you watching the replay, I hope you've enjoyed the tidbits that we've put in this short video. Now, you didn't get all of the stuff we did here, and you'll only get the notes that apply to this video. There's a reason for that. The people who attended live are clients, and they're working with me in office, and they signed up for this half-day allergy elimination workshop where they got treatment and they got vital information to help them get started with allergy elimination. The tidbits in this replay video that's available free online is to help you decide if this is the right treatment for you, how it might help you with your sensitivities, whether they're digestive or environmental or a mix of both. Allergy elimination with acupuncture or acupressure is very effective and can last you a lifetime if done correctly and with what I call a tune-up periodically. You'll be able to enjoy the food you like and enjoy the world you live in.
They know that if you take vacation time, that your risk of heart disease goes down by 50%. Now that's an important statistic. Enjoy that vacation time. It's health time.